Here we go. This is a fun one. Let's get me out of the way. This is called The Farmer Was Replaced. And I have an old file, so we're going to start brand new. But basically what is going to happen is we're going to use some Python code. And we're going to have to do some programming to make this robot, these drones, take care of our farmland. I think it's like $10 on Steam. I've had it for a little bit. We're going to start a new one. Well, I want to start new. I don't want to... 1.0 is finally here. Took over 3.5 years, steady development, over 20 updates, or amazing feedback. So what's new in 1.0? Multiple drones to maximize your farming. A rework unlocked tree, more exponential progression. 60 achievements to test your skills. Unlock certain achievements will give you your drone special hats. New music sound, new music track, sound overhaul, quality of life, changes, all kinds of fun stuff. I want to start a new... No, I don't want a new code. I want to open... I don't want any of this. Or is this what we start with? I haven't played this in a minute, but it feels like I've already unlocked a bunch of stuff. How do we... escape, start options? I want to start over. Errors, print warnings, controls, audio, graphics. I want to start over. File watcher. I'm not going to applies changes made to the code files in the save folder. Where's my save folder? I assumed, let's load. No, new game. Here we go. You got to go load new game. Trash. I don't even want to know it. Here we go. We're starting brand new. Start. Getting started. This window contains information about everything in the game. You could move windows around by dragging and dropping the gray parts or the header bar. You can move them by dragging anywhere outside of the windows. What? No, you can't. To get started with the program, let's write our first program page by clicking it. Okay. There we go. Text editor. It's over here on the right hand side. All programming is done in code windows. Each code window corresponds to a text file containing code. You can rename the file by clicking on the top row here. We can. The code can be edited just like in any text editor as long as it's not running. You can execute code in the program directly by pressing the play button. This is going to run the code and stop it. You can create more code files by hitting the plus button in the upper right. You can dock a window. You can notice that once you start typing a simple code, completion window will pop up. Press tab to insert code. Completion, use arrow keys to navigate through the program. Don't worry, it's your first time programming. The language is unlocked step by step, so you won't be overwhelmed by the things you can do. The syntax is also similar to that of Python, which is one of the most widely used programming languages in the world. So learning it is not completely wasted. If you already know Python, it's not a problem either. You'll just be able to skip the early game quickly and get to the more interesting stuff. So currently there's 2 drone commands available: harvest and do a flip. These are function calls. You can think of functions as a command that can be executed. You execute it with the parentheses. Try typing the command. Okay, we're going to do a flip. So let's type harvest. We got to add our brackets to do it. And then we want to do a flip and then harvest again. There we go. First program. Unlocks. Collecting grass will give you hay. It can be used to unlock loops in the unlock menu. Open the unlock menu in the button in the upper right corner. I think that's here. Here's our unlocks tree. So we have a tree of things that we can unlock. Ooh, mysteries. Okay. And we can unlock loops, which is a while command. While it's true, harvest. Okay. So let's run this and see what happens. Look at that. We got achievements. So what's happening is it's going to harvest, going to flip around and do another harvest. Let's try it again. So it looks like this wheat is just growing. Okay, super simple. We've already got our 5, 6 wheats. So if we come in here, it automatically just does it. The while loop. You've unlocked the while loop. And values true and false. The while loop keeps executing the loop body as long as the conditions are true. So you do a while, and as long as the thing is true, it's going to keep doing the thing forever. Right? Perhaps you've already tried to put several harvests calls in a row. Maybe you tried that. We just followed directions. This allows you to harvest several times in one program run. However, it would be nice to harvest more than 3 times, and writing the same code multiple times is bad practice. The solution is a loop. And so we're going to do while loop. We can actually come in here to our main and do while, and then true, right? Is it while true? It's going to give us a, here we go, while true. Oh, we need a colon. There we go. This is a Python. It works just a tad different than what I'm used to. That's fine. To create a constant Boolean value in true, we can simply write true. Write false as a constant means false. So we could write either one of these. While false, do a flip, or while true, do a flip. So let's try this. Oops, we got an error. Oh, do we have to indent? Hit tab. There we go. Some programming languages like COBOL and apparently Python are indent specific. So this is going to run forever. Forever and ever and ever until we turn it off or we lose power in a computer. Cool. That's how you do that. And we can, while it's running, just press tab, indentation. Yep. So while that's running, we're just going to keep going. We're going to unlock. We have enough to do speed. All right, we got a speed upgrade. All right, let's stop that. Speed upgrade. The execution speed has been doubled. The problem is that the drone now harvests faster than the grass can grow, resulting in no harvest at all. To deal with this, if branches and the can harvest function are now unlocked. Oh geez, we need to make more room. New function can harvest provides a better condition can harvest and returns true if it can and false if it can't. So we can come in here and do an if can harvest. Well, here's what we're going to do. While true, check to see if we can harvest. Can harvest. If you can harvest, do a flip. Right? If you can harvest, harvest. And do a flip. Nice and easy. Right? So while if it can't harvest, it's just, oh, here we go. If it can't harvest, just do a flip. I don't know if this is going to work. We're just writing code out. We haven't committed anything. We're just getting our thoughts down. This is called pseudocoding. You have an idea, you just write it down. Hey, this is kind of how I want the flow to go, and let's tweak it as we go. Okay, so it's wanting us to kind of walk through this, right? If you can harvest does its thing. Can harvest, it returns true or false. Let's run this. Oops, we got an error. What's the error? Do I not do that in Python? Oh, we got another. Okay, so does this all have to be here, or does this have to be here? Starts and stops. Isn't enough indentation here? Okay, let's do the indentation. Wrong thing. All right, everybody. Indentation. Start. There we go. I am not a Python expert, so I'm learning too. Right? So it's going to do a check to see if we can harvest. If we can harvest, do it and do a backflip. There we go. Let's do this one. Now, unlock more codes. 300. 20 wood. Here we go. 30 expands the farm and unlocks movements. Here we go. Now we got 3 spaces, but you can see here that we're still just stuck on 1 space. Okay, your farm is grown. Space is not much use if you can't move the drone. So here's a new function, move. That moves the drone. Move requires that you specify the direction in which you want to move the drone. There are 4 new constants, north, east, south, west. Okay. So for example, we could say move north. So let's stop this and let's see if we can do this. While true, move, and let's say north. While we're running, I want you to move north and then check to see if you can harvest. If you can harvest, do a flip, right? So let's run this. We're doing a flip. Now, when it gets to the top, going north sends it to the bottom. You see that? We don't even need to do a flip. Let's get rid of that. Now let's just do it. Bang, bang. See how much faster we're doing it now? We're flying. We're flying. We're doing things. Okay, looks like a lot of this stuff plant. Okay, wait, hang on. We got whiles. We've already done that. Let's get this to increase the yield. No, we don't. We can't afford it yet. So let's unlock plant. Here we go. Grass is nice because it grows automatically. All other plants have to be planted with the plant function. The only plant you can plant right now is a bush. You can pass that type. You can pass the type of plant you want to plant to the function like this: plant entities, bush. Right. So entities is a class or a category, and then the bush is a subtype. This will plant the bush under the drone. Call clear to reset the farm to all grass and reset the drone position. I feel like I should be taking notes. It seems that if you grow more than one type of plant on the farm at the same time, you can get higher yields. You'll need to research polyculture to learn more. Okay. So let's stop. Let's think about this. Let's write some thought code, some pseudocode. We want to check to see if we can harvest. If we can harvest, let's harvest. We need our brackets. And if we can't, if we can harvest. Oh, we don't have if statements unlocked yet. Let's just keep it going. We need more. Keep making more. We've unlocked planting. It looks like we need wood. And wood to unlock that. I'm assuming we're going to get those logs or that wood from bushes. Let's unlock hats. We can change our hat colors. You've unlocked a few new hat colors. That's fun. We're at 148 grass. Everything else needs wood. So let's do this. Let's stop. Move north. If you can harvest, harvest. If you can plant entities dot bush, plant a bush. I don't know. Let's try it. There we go. Planted bushes now. But they're not growing. Move, can harvest, harvest. I want this to be... I feel like that's what it needs to be, but it doesn't like that. There shouldn't be any code here. Try removing it or putting it on a new line. But the example had a colon after that. If true, harvest. All right, we can go here. While true, move north. Can harvest. Plant entities. And we are getting some wood. It's just not much. But I feel like they're not going as good as they want to. General information. Breaks. Okay, external editors. First program. Loading backups. Ifs. Do we have ifs installed? So I want to move north. If can harvest, then harvest. Else, oops. This might work. So what we're doing is we're setting this up. We're going to run our program forever. We're going to move north. We're going to check that square that we're on now. We're going to see, can I harvest it? And then we're going to harvest it. Else, plant a bush. We'll see how this works. It's not planting a bush because grass can harvest every single time. So that doesn't quite work. We want plant bushes. Let's go back. What other programming? Continue, comments, break. Here we go. Comments with the pound key. Okay, because so we can comment our code. Break. Break allows stopping a loop early. Okay. Built-in functions. Can harvest, change hat, clear, do a flip, harvest, move, get the piggy, and plant. I kind of want to do clear, but I don't think we can. We could do bushes and grass. I don't think we've unlocked anything more in depth than that. Let's think about this for a second, because we want bushes. We need some more bushes. Everything we need to unlock needs 20 bushes and logs and wood and all kinds of stuff. So we need I didn't want to get too deep into it, but I kind of want to feel like I'm thinking. Hold on. Continue if while loop. Unlocks expand grass loops plant. Built-in function. Can harvest. Harvest, move, plant, clear. Removes everything from the farm, moves the drone back to position 00 and changes the hat to the straw hat. Returns none, takes 200 ticks to execute. Example, clear. So if we can harvest, I don't want to do that every time. I might just have to do something silly here. If we can harvest. I wonder if it has else if not. If can harvest false. So if it returns true, do this. If it returns false, clear. I don't know. We're just playing around, right? If you can harvest, go ahead and harvest it. If you can't, then clear it. But every one of these, yeah, doesn't take any arguments. Dang it. If it equals true, how about that? I don't know Python. I'm trying other things. Let's try those. There you go. Unlocks operators must be unlocked. Okay, we can't do that. So what we're going to do, we're going to run this. We're going to hit clear right off the bat. Take it all out of there. And then we're going to take it back to the basics, but we're going to do it all in bushes now, right? We're going to clear it all the grass out. We're going to say, hey, forever move north one step. Can you harvest? Cool, harvest. If you can't, then plant a bush. What? Did clear not happen? Why is... You're making me look dumb. Is there a wait? Get the piggy, change harvest, clear. I did that, clear. Removes everything from the farm, changes it back. All right, but why does it replant grass? All right, we're gonna have to, let's get in the habit of just starting fresh. If you can't harvest, and then we're just gonna plant. We need bushes. Okay, this is working. So it's checking to see if we can harvest them before we actually harvest. So it's just going to keep going. Okay, this is much better. Much better. Look at all that stuff we're getting now. Uh-oh. It's all right. We'll take a little bit of extra wood. Hay. All right, we're at 20. We're 21 now. That took way too long to figure that out. We can expand for 20 wood. And... let's do, what do we want to do? Print or operations? Let's do operations. Operators. Arithmetic, comparison, and Boolean. Numbers of games are floating point numbers. So all arithmetic operators are floating point operators. Defines the just is defined to just floor the number. Oh, okay. So we're flooring it. Okay. So everything is floating point, but we're going to floor it so that it's a whole number, basically. For assignment operators, you need to unlock variables. Okay. Operators allow you to compare, modify, and combine values. And this is just talking us through comparison are used to compare values. The result is either true or false. So we have our information here. Arithmetic operators. Okay. I usually don't do a lot of math in my programming. I've rarely found it needs to be there. Where here's what you really want to do: comparison operators. Equal or is not equal are used to check two values. They can be used on all types of values. So if 2 is equal to 2, that's true. Bush entities, if it doesn't equal Bush entities, that's false. If 3 doesn't equal 3 plus 1, values to true. Simply inverts the value not. Yeah, it's not true. Okay, so they use not instead of an exclamation point. Okay. Oh, we have ands. Okay. Okay, this is working really good for now. So let's go back and see what else we can unlock. Let's expand our field. But now we got some stuff to do, right? Now we have more field that we could potentially be working here. The while loop is not possible till you unlock senses in operation. It is time to introduce the for loop. You can read all about the for loop in the for loop page, but for now, you'll only need it to repeat code a fixed number of times, right? So do a number of flips. This is going to teach you how to do 5 flips because I is going to be set. We're going to do that 5 times. Range n creates a range of numbers between 0 and n minus 0 or n minus 1, which has n elements in it. The for loop runs its loop body once for every element in the sequence. In this example, do flip is called 5 times because we've hard coded that to 5. The function get world size is also available now. It returns the side length of your farm. This we can write code that won't break the next expand upgrade. So we can say, we can copy this. Can I copy? Control C, stop. There we go. So now we're going to say for I in a range of get the world size, which is going to be 3 because it's 3 across, move north. We're going to move north. We're going to check to see if we can harvest. If we can harvest, we're going to harvest and plant a bush. I don't know if this is going to go side to side. See, it only did it 3 times because it's only 3 wide. So I don't like that. So we have the world size. We could put this in a while true code and just say forever. And now that we run this, oops, yep. I'll stick it all in. But it's only going to go 3. So what we can do is in the while true, let's put a move. And let's say, let's go east. Let's go right. So when we scoot over, we're going to plant and do the thing. And then it's going to call the thing to do the thing. It's going to take forever, but it's fine. This is what we're doing. I don't like that it goes back to the first place before it does. It's all right. It's not perfect, but it's working. Right? So what are we doing here? We're clearing it, which is setting us back to 0. See how we're clear over there? Oops, let's let it run. Every time we start, it resets the whole map, and it should take us back to 0, 0. But the first thing we do is we move east. And then we harvest, we move north. Can we harvest? Well, I don't want to harvest. That's part of the problem right there. We want to move east. Can we harvest? Harvest. And let's put a move north. So we're gonna go in, we're gonna move east. That's fine. Right? We're going to move east 1 step. We're going to go here. We're going to check. We're going to get our grid size. And then we're going to see, can we harvest? If we can, move east, plant bush, then, or harvest, plant bush, then move north. Let's try this. It's okay. We're getting all the things now. This works pretty good. Working out pretty good. What can we unlock now? We have entities. We can unlock carrots or print. Debugging a program. Don't really care about that. Let's go down this tree. So let's unlock carrots. Before you can plant carrots, the plant entities carrots. Before you can plant carrots, you will have to till the soil. This will change the ground to ground soil. To till the soil, you'll simply call the till command. The function calling will gain you to. We'll change it back. Planting carrots cost wood and hay. These items can be automatically removed when calling plant carrots. All right, let's just hang on for a minute. Let's just let this run. Let's unlock some more stuff. Here we got trees and watering to make plants go faster. Let's go ahead and unlock print. This is just debugging. Sometimes your code just doesn't work and you need to find out why. There's a couple of tools that can help you. The first is execute the program step by step, which we can do here. We can also set breakpoints. We don't really need to do that right now. We can print 02. That just is going to print. Oh, here we go. You can print a command to find out what it is. You can get your current position. Well, that's helpful. That right there. So I want to, well, we can figure this out later. When the execution stops, the output is also written to the output text file in the game folder, output text. We can output these. It's fine. Let's keep going. Some of this stuff I don't really need right now. Our thing is working and it's kind of over confusing things. Set speed, get time, and to simulate, test faster and under producible conditions. Temporarily slows down the execution of and make the farm smaller. What? Functions to temporarily slow down the execution and make the farm smaller. We need money chests for that. I have not seen money chests. Pumpkins need to unlock that. Hay and carrots. The drone can see what's under it and where it is. Yup. This is going to be really helpful. Okay, so these are functions. Get position, X and Y. It currently, so we start at 0, 0. When I close this, and then when we clear, that code says, hey, stop, reset everything, and go back to position 0, 0, which is right here. You can see it there. This is X0, Y1, X0, Y2. Okay, this is going to help us get those positions. Num items, item returns how many of an item you have. For example, num items, hay returns how much hay you have. We can check the ground type and set the ground type. Returns the type of ground that is under the drones. Do a flip if you were over a bush. The none keyword is also unlocked now. None is a value that represents that there is no value. For example, a function that has no return statement will actually return none. So get entity type returns none if there is no entity under the drone. If you want to find out how many of the particular unlocks you have, use the num unlock function. For example, unlock speeds will return the number of speed upgrades you have. The num unlock senses will return 1 if its senses are unlocked and 0 if they are not. You can also use numlock on items, entities, and grounds. It will return 1 if it is unlocked. Otherwise, be careful. Num unlock carrots will return the number of times it was unlocked or upgraded. Num unlock item carrots will only return 1 and a 0 for the same plants. Well, what we can do is, this is interesting because we need to start moving this over here, right? Because now we have get position, and entity types and all kinds of stuff. So what we want to do, oh, this is going to get nuts. I just kind of want to keep letting it run. How many hay you have? Okay, here's how we can do that. We can do some pseudocode here. If get, num items. If num items, hey, we gotta say items. If items dot hey is less than 500, then we're going to harvest. We want to plant entities dot grass. Then we're going to check. We're doing some nested ifs here. This is somewhat advanced programming, right? We want to check. Let's get all that out of here. While we have the world size, we're going to want to check things. Do we have less than 500 hay? Right? If we do, let's go ahead and plant hay. So I might need to see what I'm typing here. Plant that hay. Then we're going to do a check if can harvest is true. Harvest right, and then move north. We gotta do the typing here. There we go. So let's write our Oops, let's write our code out here. Can we harvest? If we can, harvest it. And then move north. That one's kind of self-explanatory. Let's get rid of that. So we're going to start at 0, 0 right down here. I'm going to move east one spot. It's fine. And for I in the world range, we're going to check to see how much hay we have. Is it less than 500? Then plant grass and check to see if we can harvest it. In fact, we need to move, because if we've checked and we plant it and oops. I know. Oh, I know. Plant it and move north. And then check to see if we can harvest. We can harvest, do so. Let's just try it. Uh-oh. Didn't like that. Oh, yeah, we got to put this in here. There we go. Oh, we're stuck. Items has never been defined. What? You must assign a value. You told me. You told me. Unlocks. Debugs. Where was it? Programming, debugs, for loops, if operators. Oh, it was planting. Ah, come on. Get entity type. That wasn't it. Is it num items? That's what it was. Num items. Items. Ah. Capital. There we go. Well, this is never gonna, well, this is only for grass, right? So now we need to sit here and watch this until it hits 800 or 500. This might have been too much. Let's stop it. Let's do 50. We're at 24. Let's wait till we get 50 hay. And that should be a lot quicker. $33, $34, $35, $36, $37, $38. You can get really in depth with all this stuff, right? Because we're gonna see if we can. We're gonna get to 50, and then what? And then it's just gonna go nuts because we have 50, and so now we need to fix our code. Well, what do we want to do after we have 50? Well, let's say I want wood, right? If our num items of 50, then we can go on to the next one. Okay, if it's less than 50, let's do that. Okay, so now if we go num items, and we need to do items, wood is less than 250, because we're almost there. Then we want to basically copy all this stuff. But instead of grass, we want to do bushes. Right? Can we harvest? Can we harvest? Now we're going to run it. Now see how we're automatically zipping down to the bottom because we have all that hay. But we don't have 250 bushes. And so now we're just going to do bushes. Yeah, we're picking up some hay along the way. And this is not the cleanest code. This is just fun, puzzling it, figuring it out, having some fun times. But we're automating this whole process. And now we're stuck because we have 250 wood and we have 260 hay into us. All the criteria is met. Okay, cool. What else can we unlock? We got get time, past time. We need pumpkins for that. Senses. The drone can see what's under it and where it is. Didn't we get that? We got that. This is going to assign values to variables. We need carrots. All right, what do we need to do to unlock carrots? We already have it unlocked. So let's come up here and see if we can find carrots. There we go, carrot. For more information, see carrots. That's what I was trying to get to. Before you can plant carrots with plant carrots, you'll have to till the soil. This will change the ground to grounds soil. All right, let's start another one. If num items, and we need to do items dot carrot is less than let's say 50. Then we want to basically do the same thing, but we need to plant carrots, but we have to till the ground first. Okay, come on. So we need to till the soil. Can we check grounds? Get ground type. Here we go. We're going to get the ground type. And we're going to say if the ground type is, tilled, I don't know. If not, can I do that? If not, ground type equals till. I don't know. We can call the till. We need to do that. So let's come in here. This is all suit. If not, we need to till. We know that. So let's go ahead and put that in. We need to till it because that's going to change it to grounds soil. This will change the grounds to grounds soil. Get grounds dot. Okay. If it's grasslands, till it. Let's just do that. If it's grasslands, we need to put equals true. Then till it. Let's do else. Go in through here. We're gonna till. Oh, we need to till and plant and move north. Basically all we need to do. No. Right? Oop, that needs to be indented. So this is crazy. We're going to come in here. We'll make sure we got enough hay and then wood, and we want some carrots. So we're going to, first of all, check the ground type, and if it is grasslands, then till it. Then go ahead and plant. Nope. Yeah, we need to plant. That's not gonna be. This isn't gonna work the way I want it to. Let's just run it. I want to see how it works. Error, ground type. Grounds, get grounds type doesn't take any arguments. Okay. Let's try this. See if that works. It does work. So now what we're doing is we're saying, check the ground type. If it equals grounds grassland, which we don't want, till it, then plant, then move north. If you can harvest it. and it's just going to go through there and do that. So it's going to keep doing that until we have 50 carrots. I like to add other code in there. I really don't like the exact number if it's less than 50, because I like to add equals in there. That's less than or equals to 50. If it's exactly 50, sometimes these will increment by 2 or 3 and it'll be 51 and it'll keep going. Well, it'll stop, but I like to just throw that in there. If it's less than or equal to 50, then we're going to go ahead and get carrots. This is going to keep on going until we get 50 carrots. It's rough. It's not sexy code, but it's code. It's doing its thing. It's exactly what it's supposed to do. We're getting carrots until we get 50. It could be better, yes, because it's still planting other things. I don't know why it's planting bushes and wheat when our items it costs, yep, here we go, it costs hay and wood to put down carrots. I forgot about that. So we do want to keep replenishing. There we go. It's fine, it's working. I didn't say I was the best programmer. I just like to have fun. So here we go. Now it's going to go until it's got 250. You see what's happening? It's still planting. If items carrots is equal to or less than 50. I don't know if that code works because it's still hitting it. We're still doing carrots. Or maybe we're not. It's flashing on it, but it's not going into the code. Now we're going to get stuck and just be going, yeah, we're all done. I've met every criteria. All right, there we go. Let's kill that and see what we can unlock with our fun little, hey, this is what I wanted, variables. And so that's going to let us put data into variables and let us manipulate some things. Variable name equals value. So we can have A equals 5, can harvest equals B, but we can do a lot of stuff with this. First and foremost, we can clear. Let's just put some new pseudo code in here. Let's start clean. Right. Then we want to start over and get map size. And so we can have height equals get world size. And width. No. Width. Spelled correctly. Equals. Get world size. That's probably going to be the same thing. So we'll just do the same for now. Get world size. So it's going to be a 3x3 grid. We can do where am I equals get X position. Oh, see, we got to do where am I X. We'll get our X position and we can just copy this and then we can paste it and do Y. So this will get our X and Y position. We can hold those in variables and call them whenever we want. Right? There's a lot of stuff we can do with variables. You know, we know if we're a 3x3 grid, we can do move north 3 number heights, you know, move east if our X position is X and Y. There's lots of stuff we can do with that, but I don't want to make these videos too long, so let's stop there. This is The Farmer Was Replaced is the name of this game. General info, first program, start, credits. The Farmer Was Replaced. It's a pretty fun little game.